Good morning, my cookie crumbs, and welcome back to the studio, the lot, aka my recording place. Eighth time. Eighth time is the charm. Hopefully. Yes, I've had to record this 8 separate times because I just could not. I just could not with this episode for some reason. I don't know why. Here we go. Aizawa paced around his apartment living room and paced and paced and paced. His partner, his lifelong husband, had been watching him worriedly. Hisashi was also worried he might wear a hole in the floor, and if so, he would go crashing down into whatever teacher's apartment was below them. Sho? Sweetie, I think you should stop. Can't stop, Hisashi. I need to know where Izuku went. Where did he go? How did he just vanish into thin air? That shouldn't even be possible. Damn it, Hisashi, what if he was taken? What if... Hey. I know we don't have all the details. And that's how these cases start. We don't have every detail, but we will. We just gotta work with what we have now. Reveal more clues. We'll find Izuku. Damn it, Hisashi. I just want to know how he vanished into thin air like that. He didn't vanish into thin air. Well, I mean, technically he did, but there's an explanation, and we'll find it. You gotta calm down, though. Getting so worked up isn't going to help. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hisashi. It's just... I know. I care about him too. But let's think calmly and rationally. Logically. I knew you'd bring that up. Alright, fine. It was then Shota took a few deep breaths to calm down. Pro hero Eraserhead in the underground circuit was known for his cool, level head and his way of being logical. But at the moment, his problem child, who had simply vanished with no trace, well, he couldn't be logical. There was nothing to be logical about. It was as though Izuku was just gone. He needed to know what happened to him, who did it, and why. But his husband was right. He needed to make sure that they had every little bit of information that they had. They needed to work with what they got now. He needed to calm down. He took a few deep breaths and sat down on the couch. All right now, let's go over this again. Maybe we've missed something. That happens. Right. All right, let's do this. They were about to look over the case again when figures appeared in their living room. Figures that looked like they were from the Taisho period. Who are you? What are you doing here? The two pro heroes jumped up ready to strike or attack if they needed to. The other figures also got into a defensive position. We're not sure, but we're looking for someone. We were transported here, but we're not sure where here even is. Alright. Before Aizawa could say anything more, Present Mike jumped into the fray. Alright. Hold on. Time out. Before anyone says or does anything, let's all calm down. Take deep breaths. There we go. Put the swords down or away, please and thank you. If you're not going to harm us, we are not going to harm you. And Nosuke, or the dude with the boar head, wanted to say something, but Zenitsu, or the one with the Dorito-looking Heiori, made sure he decided against it. They all introduced themselves, and they settled in. The bigger group decided to tell them what had happened, that their beloved Tanjiro had gone missing. Our Izuku had gone missing too, disappeared out of thin air. Do you think that it's possible that these two may have vanished to the same place, or that their kidnappings, if they were kidnapped, this might all be connected? The flame Hashira asked. It could be possible, but we're not sure. We're still looking for every clue we can get. So far, this is what we have. They presented the case file to them, and they looked through it. It was thorough enough, but not enough for a clue. Is this all you have of the case, thus far? Yes, this is all. Unfortunately, we don't have much to go on. So we're looking through that again to see if we can't find any sort of clue that could help us. Oh, please let us help, the love Hashira begged. We want to see our Tanjiro, but if we could also help you, maybe we could find them both in the same place. We would love your help or any extra set of eyes. Before we go any further, may I ask, is the girl over there okay? Why is that thing on her face? Ah, the muzzle. Yes, you see, this girl is a demon. And, well, she's pretty well behaved for a demon. Yes, well, she's Tanjiro's little sister, Zenitsu blurted out. Oh? Yes, well, it's not our story to tell, it's Tanjiro's. But long story short, Tanjiro's family was killed, and she got turned. But she never ate a human, so she's not a full demon. I see. And she's not starving, at least not for flesh. We don't think she can feel hunger anyway. At any rate, she's harmless, really. Unless if Tanjiro's in danger, then she'll go after you, but she's really sweet. I mean, look at her, isn't she so cute? Yes, she's cute. Can we focus? So the group settled in, trying to look for clues as to where Tanjiro and Izuku could have gone to, where they could be. They then began to wonder if they were okay. Were they starving? Were they thirsty? Were they hurt? Were they sick? If they were hurt, how badly? Were they okay? They needed to know. The tension in the room got thicker and thicker and thicker until it was suffocating. It was then Hisashi popped up and exclaimed that he needed to go do something, and so he went into the kitchen. He was going to make up some dinner for all of them, which was fine. Sometimes Hisashi overcooked and made too much food. Not that Eraserhead was complaining. He loved the fact that there were weeks' worth of leftovers in the fridge that he could take for his dinner on his nightly patrols. Sometimes his husband would have him take at least 2 containers with him. 1 container for on his way to patrol, and 1 container for his break. This way, Shota never came home hungry. The love Hashira got up and asked if he needed help in the kitchen. Hisashi decided he needed more of a distraction than cooking, nodded, and handed her an apron to put on. She squealed at how cute it was and put it on, after taking off her heiori. She then pulled her hair out of her braids and pulled it up into a bun so that it was out of the way. She washed her hands and got to cooking with Hisashi. The rest of the group muttered quietly amongst themselves, still looking for clues and what have you. Hey, you guys don't think that this was the work of a demon, right? What makes you say so? Zenitsu cleared his throat. Well, it's just... think about it. Tanjiro basically vanished into thin air. Well, almost. And Izuku vanished in almost the same manner, right? Yeah, basically. Well, what if we're working with some type of a demon? And what if he made them vanish? What if this is Muzan? We never considered the fact. This could be Muzan's work. Oh, damn it. Huh? What is it, Aizawa? Everybody looked over at Aizawa. I never considered the fact. Even after we interrogated some of the members of the League of Villains. Damn it, Hisashi, we never considered All for One's part in this. Hisashi took a step back. All for One? Oh gosh. Sho, you're right. We never... Oh gosh, what if him and this Muzan are working together? All for One? Who is this All for One? The Flame Hashira asked. Yes, is he an adversary that we need to worry about? He's not just an adversary. He's the boogeyman of our world. The boogeyman? I bet I could take on this boogeyman. He doesn't sound at all strung it. He sounds like he's weak, hiding behind... Inosuke, shush! Continue, please. We call him the boogeyman because he essentially is like a boogeyman. He can steal powers, quirks, or your breathing techniques, whatever they're called. He could take our... What? That's impossible. There's no way. This is very concerning. How is he able to do such a thing? We're not sure how it works. But if he was behind this, or if he's working with this Muzan character, then I have no doubt that... Oh gosh. We need to find them, and we need to find them now, Hisashi. Shota, I am in agreement with you, but remember what I said earlier. Logical, level-headed. We can't just go in baseless. Your partner is absolutely right. We can't just go in swords. No, guns? I don't know what the saying is. I'm sorry. We can't just go in blazing. No offense, she said to the Flame Hashira. None taken. I know what you're saying. Anyways, we can't just go rushing in. You don't know Muzan like we know Muzan, but we don't know your adversary like you know yours. She's right. We need to... Oh gosh. This is all just too much to process at once. I'm going to go back to cooking for a minute. The buns need to come out of the oven anyway. Oh, wait, I'll come with you. Is your partner going to be okay? He will be. He's just really upset. See, the child that was taken, him and his mom aren't on good terms. And well, we've been taking care of him. We've come to love him like he was our own. So he's just really, really upset. That and this boogeyman, our essential son, he has a power that the boogeyman wants. And if we let him fall into his hands, then Japan is done for. Oh, is your son that powerful? Yes. Stupidly, he gained a power from another person. It's a stockpiling power. Let me explain it to you the best that I can. Shoda explained Izuku's quirk, or at least the basics of it, from what he understood. So, basically, this Izuku has the power of a god? He could rival a god, certainly. Oh, goodness. I bet I could take this Izuku on. Inosuke, I swear to everything. What? Just... Here. Just play with this. Inosuke handed him a small piece of rope, and Inosuke took it happily, making knots, untying them, and just having fun with a small piece of thing. Small piece of thing with another thing. It kept Inosuke entertained, though. Anyways. Alright, everybody, dinner's ready. And no case talk at the dinner table. Let's just eat a peaceful dinner, and then we can get back to it. Everybody agreed. They didn't need to talk about this at the dinner table. This was something that could wait. And so they did. They ate and had peaceful conversation, and then they got back to it. They decided to look into All for One and this Muzan character. They were hoping to find at least something, anything, a little grain of salt that could help them find them. Hours upon hours went by, and soon everybody decided to turn in for the night. They didn't find anything. Nothing. Now it was definitely a race against whatever clock they were racing against. They needed to find whoever this was if it wasn't who they thought, and fast. Hisashi and Sawa hadn't had a good night's sleep since Izuku vanished. They had feelings that their poor boy was horribly injured. They had that same feeling now. Shoda had called off from patrol. He couldn't. Instead, him and his husband just held each other, hoping and praying to whatever deity was looking after them that their basically son was safe and alive. In the living room, the Hashira were no better. They too couldn't sleep. Neither could Inosuke or even Zenitsu. Nezuko was peacefully sleeping, but sleep helped her to recover, especially if she was injured in battle. It also helped her build up strength, so they left her to sleep. But they couldn't help but worry about their Tanjiro, their beloved Tanjiro. their little sunshine boy, whose smile could light up their day no matter what kind of a day they were having. As soon as he smiled, their troubles went away. Zenitsu and Inosuke missed their, basically who they now thought of as a brother. They couldn't believe he was just gone like that. Poor Nezuko. She kept looking. Anytime someone mentioned Tanjiro's name, she would look around excitedly, hoping to see her brother, but was always disappointed and when she couldn't spot him. They felt so bad for the little demon girl. They hoped to bring Tanjiro home soon. They hoped to bring him home quickly. They all fell. The entire apartment all fell into a restless sleep, filled with nothing but nightmares. They had hoped that the morning would bring them peace. Alright, guys. So, when I say they vanished into thin air, since they didn't witness Tanjiro and Izuku vanishing into thin air, or witnessed them vanishing, essentially to them, they just up and vanished. Like, since they didn't see them vanishing or who took them, again, to them, it was thin air. They vanished. Magic. So that's what I mean, if you were confused. I don't know why I felt the need to explain this. I'm sure you guys would have gotten it. Like, I should have trusted. Well, here's the thing. I know somebody in the audience is going to be like, what do you mean they vanished into thin air? Like, I don't get it. And, well, hence the explanation, because some people just don't get it. But whatever. It's not that I'm saying that you guys are stupid or you can't read the lines. It's just some people genuinely just won't register that they vanished. But since there were no witnesses, that's what I mean. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, hopefully this episode works. If it doesn't, then I'll leave it up for a bit, and then I'll re-record it, and then I'll take it down, and then I'll repost it. But for now, this episode is just going to have to work as is. Alright, I can't record this episode again. Alright, bye guys. I love you. Stay safe, stay warm. Have a good day.